Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Well, it's very funny. Do you know where I am? In school. But none of you are here with me. Are you still in your pajamas? I had to get dressed to come to school today, but I bet you some of you are still in your pajamas. Is anyone wearing their school uniform? Huh? Oh, maybe one person I could spy in their school uniform. Very good. Hey, normally I'd be saying, so good to see you after the Christmas holidays. But I don't get to see you for a little while now, which is a little bit rubbish. But I will get to see you on Zoom, or maybe in a picture or in a video, and you still get to see me. Am I on an iPad for you? Or am I on your TV? Or am I on a computer or a phone? I wonder what I'm on. I'll have to think. I was thinking today, why don't we start off doing our news? I'm going to tell you some of my news because we don't have loads of news from over the Christmas holidays. I'll be able to hear some of it maybe on Zoom tomorrow, but I'd love you to do some today as well. I'll tell you what I did. I had my Christmas holidays and I went all the way home to my mummy and my daddy's house for Christmas holidays, and I stayed there for 10 sleeps. And while I was there, we had turkey and we had chocolate and we had cheese and crackers and we had potatoes and we had stuffing and gravy and a huge big Christmas dinner and some ham. It was so yummy in my tummy. I felt so full. What did you have to eat for your Christmas dinner? Did you have turkey and ham as well? And potatoes? And gravy and stuffing or broccoli? Did anybody try any Brussels sprouts? Who tried Brussels sprouts? Put your hand up if you did. Some people tried Brussels sprouts. Did you like them? Yes. Who? Whoa, I can't believe these people had Brussels sprouts. Who was too afraid to try them? Anyways, some other things that I did on the Christmas holidays were I went for some really long walks. There's a river near my mummy's and my daddy's house, so I was able to go for a walk by the river, and I was able to see my granny and my granddad. So it was really exciting. What did you get up to? Were you able to see some special people? Or were you not able to see some special people? Or did you have to FaceTime some special people? Or did you have lots of really yummy food? What did Santa bring? Tell me. No way! Anything else? Tell me. You must have been really good boys and girls to get such lovely things for Christmas. You must have been so super proud. Do you know what I got for Christmas? I got some rollerblades. And my brother got some rollerblades too. So we were able to go rollerblading together over the Christmas holidays. It was so much fun. Do you know what I'm going to do? And you can do this too. Go to your blue box and get your red copybook. I'm going to go get my red copybook, so you go and get yours too. Have you got it? If you need to press pause while you go and find it, you can press pause. Let's write our news together, okay? So I'm going to open your red copybook. That's it. I'm going to put mine on the visualizer and hopefully you'll be able to see it. Okay. Open your red copybook. You're going to need your pencil as well, okay? And at the top of your page, we might write my Christmas news. How does that sound? Yeah? Will we write my Christmas news? So at the top of the page, we can write my Christmas news. Okay? My Christmas news. Okay? And then you can write all your news on your lines. I want to see who's doing capital letters at the start of the sentence and full stops at the end of the sentence. Every time you do a full stop, the next thing is the start of a new sentence, so it needs to have a capital letter. So I might say, it was Christmas holidays. Full stop. Capital letter. I was excited. Full stop. I put a full stop whenever I'm finished telling you something. That's when I put a full stop in. Let me write some and then I'll show you what I've written afterwards. Okay, I've written my news. Would you like to see it? Come and have a little look. So, I wrote my Christmas news. That's my title. Capital letter for starting. It was Christmas. And then I'm going to show you I do have a full stop here because I finished telling you something. Full stop, capital letter. I was excited. I finished telling you another thing, so I've put a full stop. Full stop, capital letter. I got new rollerblades. Full stop. Capital letter, we went on the seafront. I finished telling you where we went, so I put a full stop. For dinner, we had ham, turkey, potatoes, vegetables, stuffing, and gravy. Now, I've used these funny things. Look. Do you see this? It's bigger than a full stop. It kind of flicks down. That's called a comma. And when I'm doing a list, like you might make a list of all the presents you got, or you might make a list of the food that you had, or you might make a list of the places that you were able to go. And when you're doing a list, instead of saying and, turkey and ham and Brussels sprouts and carrots and broccoli, that's a lot of ands, isn't it? So instead of doing lots of ands, we don't have to say any and we can just put these. Ham, turkey, potatoes, vegetables, stuffing, and then for the last one we can say and gravy. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to write your news, okay? You're going to press pause on the video and then you're going to write your news. And when you're finished writing your news, come back to the video and press play, okay? Good luck with your capital letters and your full stops and your beautiful handwriting, and I can't wait to see what news you write. Excellent job. Okay, are you finished? Will you read it to me? Go ahead and read it to me, please. I'm going to listen. 1, 2, 3, go. Excellent. Lovely. Well done, yeah? Super. Great job. Lovely. Brilliant. And you know what? If you're not finished yet, because I know some people won't be finished reading, if you're not finished yet, maybe you could take a video of you reading it and you could put it up on Seesaw for me, and then I could listen to the whole thing. How would that sound? Super job, well done. I hope you wrote lots and lots of sentences. I hope you told me all about your fabulous Christmas, and I hope that you remembered those full stops and those capital letters. Well done. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to just practice a little bit of handwriting, okay? I don't have a handwriting book because I'm a teacher and I don't get handwriting books, but you have your handwriting book, so you'll need to get that from your blue box, okay? And if you need to pause me so you can go and get it, that's perfect. I'm going to draw on the whiteboard what we need, okay? We're going to do the letter R. Who can think of some words that begin with the letter road, word that has the letter R in the middle of it or at the end of it? Anybody think? From. Yeah. What else? Car. Well done. Anything else? Yeah. Far, like it was far away. Oh, I heard some really good ones there. See, can you think of any more? So, when you're doing the letter this is what you'll have to do. You've got your sitting line. I don't know if you can see these very well. I might pull you forward a little bit. There we go. You've got your sitting line and your top line. Okay? Do you think that R is going to be a tall letter, a sitting letter, or a hanging letter? What do you think? Have a guess. What did you say? What? Can't hear you. Oh, yes, you're right. It's a sitting letter. It doesn't go very tall and it's not hanging down. It's just a sitting letter. Okay? So, it starts at the top line and it comes down to the sitting line, all the way back up and around. Make sure you're tipping the top line. Okay? Start at the top sitting line. No, start at the top line. Down, up, tip and around. Down, up, tip and around. Before you start writing, dip your finger in some magic paint. Dip, 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 dip. I've got purple. What colour do you have? I'm going to write it and you do it with your finger. Ready? Down, up, around. Good. Dip your finger back in the magic paint. What colour have you got this time? I've got sparkly gold. What do you have? Are you ready? Down, up, around. Super. One more time. Dip, 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 dip in the magic paint. What colour did you get this time? Rainbow? I love rainbow. Okay, you ready? Last time. Down, up, around. There we go. Excellent. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to find your page in your book, okay? And you're going to open it up from your handwriting book, okay? It's your handwriting book, same as we always do. And you're going to do your page, okay? When you're finished, come back. You're going to press pause to do it. When you're finished, come back to the video, press play, and we're going to have a movement break. Are you ready? Steady? Off you go. Pause the video. Well, are you finished? Who's got all their done? Who's got all their done? La, la, la. Hey, la, la, la. Hey, show me. Let me see. Hold your book up to the video and let me see. Anatolia, lovely work. Hannah, beautiful writing. Let me see. Juliet, can I see? Very good. Let me see who else has theirs done. Marnie, well done, darling. That is super handwriting. Does everyone use their pinch, pinch, pinch and rest, rest, rest? Excellent job. Super duper. Well done. Okay. Now that you've done so much writing, we need to have a little shake break. What do you think? Okay, so make sure you've got enough room. Make sure you're not going to crash into anything and get ready for a little bit of a shake break. Okay? Get ready. You might need a drink of water. Make sure you're ready. my goodness. Who is tired after that shake break? Go and get some water if you need some. That was tiring. Good dancing though. If you have any special songs you would like us to do our shake break to, why don't you tell me? Get mommy or daddy to email me, or you can comment on the video. And if you have a song that you'd like to do a shake break to, tell me, and then I can put it in our videos, because we're going to do a shake break every day, just like we do in school, okay? So you can tell me which songs you'd like to have shake breaks to. How does that sound? Okie dokie karaoke. We've got to move on to a little bit of maths. And guess what we're doing in maths this week? No, not tens and units. Oh, somebody guessed it. It's the clock. We're going to be learning how to tell the time. Now, some of you might know how to tell the time already. We're going to make sure we know exactly what it means. So, if you have your clock, why don't you, if you need to pause the video and go and get your clock. But if you've got your clock, you should all have it now, have a little look. What can you see on the clock? Tell me some things that you can see on the clock. Have a look at it and shout out some of the things that you can see. Yes, you can see numbers. Very good. What are these things called? Does anybody know? Oh, I heard somebody say it. Somebody's very clever. These are called the hands of the clock. So like you have hands and like I have hands, these are the clock's hands. What do you notice about the hands of the clock? Look at this one. What could you say about it? This one is then this one. What could you say? Oh, somebody, yes. One hand is shorter and one hand is longer. Do you know why they are shorter and longer? Well, if you don't, I'll tell you, and if you do, you can check if you're right. Okay, so listen really carefully. The long hand counts the minutes. So it'll do 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Do you know how many minutes it has to do to go the whole way around? 60. When it does 60 minutes, it goes back 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 60. I didn't count properly. 60 minutes to go the whole way around. So the big hand counts the minutes. Say it again. The big hand, or the longer hand, counts the minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The little hand counts the hour. Can you say that? The little hand counts the hour. You're right, it does count the hour. Well done. Very clever, boys and girls. So, when the minute hand, the longer one, can you put your minute hand up to 12, please? Who knows what it says when it's at 12? Did you all know that? I don't even think we need to go back to school. I don't think I need to be a teacher anymore because you're so clever, you knew that already. When it's at 12, it says o'clock. And the little hand tells us what hour it is. So it's 3 o'clock. Can you make 3 o'clock? The big hand, the longer one, at 12, and the little one at 3. If we fast forward 1 hour, now it says 4 o'clock. Fast forward 1 hour, everybody, all the way on. 1 hour, you make it 2. Now it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to make a time. I wonder, are you going to be able to tell what the time is going to be? Okay. Who knows what this one says? Who knows? The big hand is at 12, so it says o'clock. Who gave that clue away? Yes, you're right. It's 1 o'clock. What does this one say? What does this one say? 7 o'clock. Okay. What does this one say? I thought that was a tricky one. How did you get it so quickly? 9 o'clock. Okay, fine. One more, and it's going to be so tricky, I know you're not going to get this one. Who told you that answer? No way you knew that all by yourself. Who told? Nobody told you. You just... How do you know these things? 11, because the shorthand tells us what hour. The hour is 11. 11 o'clock. Okay, now it's your turn. Can you make 2 o'clock, please? You get your clock and make 2 o'clock. Ready? Off you go. If I go too quickly, you can pause it while you make your time. Does yours look like this? It does, well done. The big hand is at 12. Check your big hand, check the long one. Everybody check, even if you think you're right. Big hand for 12 o'clock. Little hand for 2 o'clock. Okay, everybody make 4 o'clock. And if you need to pause it, pause. Did you make 4 o'clock? Show me. Oh yeah, check your hands. Make sure the tall one is at 12 because the tall hand, the longer hand says o'clock. Yes, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Make 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Tall hand at 12 for o'clock. 8 o'clock. Yes, does it look like this? Big hand at 12, little hand at 8. 8 o'clock. What about 12? Can you make 12 o'clock? This one might look funny. See if you can do it. Sometimes this one gets tricky. It looks like I got rid of one of the hands, doesn't it? It's just hiding. Because the big hand has to be on 12. It can't be like near 12. It has to be on 12 for it to be o'clock. But if it's 12 o'clock, the little hand needs to be on 12 too for 12 o'clock. So you might only be able to see one of them. Or maybe your little hand is on the front. Maybe it's on top, so maybe you can see both of them. You lucky ducker if you can. 12 o'clock. Super. If you need some more practice, why don't you ask somebody to tell you to make some times, or ask somebody to make some times on the clock for you, and then you can read them. All the o'clock times. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Your big hand has to be at 12 for it to say o'clock, and your little hand will tell you what hour it is. 2 o'clock. Okay? 2 o'clock. In your Busy at Maths today, I'm going to go and get my Busy at Maths so I can show you, and you might want to go and get your Busy at Maths too, okay? Because in our Busy at Maths, we're going to be on page 81. You go and get it and open it on page 81. Did you get your Busy at Maths? I got mine and I have it ready on the whiteboard to show you. If you forgot what page it is, I wrote it up here. Look, it's page 81. 81. So you can go and get it. If you need to pause the video, just pause at any point, okay? What we have to do in our Busy at Maths is we're going to draw some times and we're going to look and see what times the clock tells us that it is, okay? So, if you can't see this one very well on the TV, you can have a look at your book because it's the same one in front of you. Have a look at the first clock. It's got one long hand and it's got one short hand. What's the long hand pointing at? It's pointing at 12. And when it points at 12, it says o'clock. When the big hand points at 12, it says Well done. So it's something o'clock. What number o'clock is it? Have a look at the little hand. See what hour it points to, and that will tell us what o'clock it is. That's right, somebody said it. It's 4 o'clock. So we're going to write 4 o'clock. Okay, 4 o'clock. What does this one say? Big hand is at 12, so it says o'clock. Little hand is at 1, so it must be 1 o'clock. So I will write 1 o'clock. Who knows what the next one says? Put your hand up if you know. Let me see who's got their hands up. Oh, yeah, I can see. Some people haven't checked. Check. What's the next one? Yes, who knows what it says? Shout it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got it. It's 7 o'clock. The big hand is at 12, so it says o'clock. And the little one's at 7, so it says 7 o'clock. And you need to fill in all of those clocks. You need to read what time it is and write what hour o'clock it is. Okay? Now, near the bottom of the page, let me just go move the page up and you can check the bottom of your page. Okay. On this bit, it tells you what time it is and you have to draw the times, okay? Don't forget, your hands on your clock won't be the same size. You'll have a taller hand and a shorter hand, okay? If it says o'clock, ooh, if it says o'clock, the tall hand is going to be at the 12 because it'll say o'clock. So look, I'm going to do tall hand at 12. And the short hand, what time does it say? It says 3 o'clock. So my short hand is going to be at 3. Can you see that I did a tall hand and a short hand? The short hand tells me the hour, 3, and the tall hand tells me the minute o'clock. The next one says 8 o'clock. So I'll do tall hand for o'clock, short hand for the hour, 8 o'clock. Okay, and you need to do it for all of the ones there. Here's a trick. If you know that it says 4 o'clock and you can't remember how to draw it, get your clock back and make 4 o'clock. Say, oh, 4 o'clock, what does that look like again? Well, I know tall hand has to be at 12 because that means o'clock. Short hand is at 4 o'clock. So it must look like this. Okay, so if I know it looks like this, I can just draw it on. Yes, 4 o'clock, and they're the same. So there's a good tip if you need that. Then, at the very bottom of your page in your green box, you've got a challenge, okay? And the challenge says, how many hours between the times? Then, in your green box at the bottom of your page, you've got a challenge. And it says, how many hours? Now, we know this hand tells us the hours. It moved on 1 hour. It moved on 2 hours. It moved on 3 hours. It moved on 4 hours because the little hand tells us the hours. We have to follow the numbers. 1, 2, 3. We have to follow them that way around. So it says how many hours between C, clock C, and clock D in question number 1. Not these ones, the ones at the top of the page. So you have to check what time is it in C, then check what time is it in D, and then count. So if it was, I'm just going to pretend. Let's pretend it's 3 o'clock in question C, and then it's 6 o'clock in question D. So it would be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. 1, 2, 3. So I would put 3 hours. Now that was just a pretend example. I wasn't telling you the real answer. See if you can do the real answer. Okay? So you make sure you get that page done. It's page 81. Some of you might even have it done already because you're so super duper quick. Okay? And when you're done, if you want to, you can take a picture and you can put it on Seesaw and I'll have a little look and I'll correct it for you. Okay? And I will say a big well done. That's our English and our maths done for today. All your learning with Miss Plunkett done today. And I am so excited that I got to see you for day 1 of school at home. And if you watch video number 2, we're going to start looking at Antarctica. Very exciting. I won't say any more in this video, but if you're going to watch that one, I will see you in our Antarctica video. And if not, I will see you tomorrow. Bye, first class.